When the doctor gave us our first diagnosis, he didn't really give us much hope for the future with Ben.
I was like five months pregnant.
O médico, ele falou que seria um problema muito grave e que não tinha tratamento.
That was when I had to make that decision if I was going to keep this baby.
E assim, fez com que a gente pensasse que, né, que eu não teria condições de que ele vivesse muito tempo.
We knew it was serious, and all I kept saying was, is he going to die?
Me and Jonas, our relationship is really special because I always call him my favorite son. He's my only son, but he is my favorite son.
They're my life, you know, and I've always, for me, I just want to protect them, give them everything and be able to, for them to try everything and do everything that they want to do.
Então, assim, uma preocupação muito grande como cuidadora é fazer com que ele tivesse uma vida plena, que ele fosse feliz, poderia ter as mesmas oportunidades de qualquer cidadão, de qualquer criança.
My family has dealt with hemophilia long before I was born. My brother, he passed away when he was 2. I had my other brother, he passed away. I didn't want my son to go through that.
So it was quite hard to start with because there is so much to take in, and then gradually learning about how to cope and deal with hemophilia.
Assim, essa aprendizagem que eu tive, né, com meu filho, ele foi, na verdade, eu fui fazendo erro e acerto.
How we educated ourselves was basically living with it and dealing with it. And luckily we was at a centre that was very supportive to us and helped us.
To find out what Jonas could and could not do, we went to the doctors. They basically told us, well, these are the things that we can do compared to the things we can't do.
They know that what their limits are. They know that if they go too hard, too full on certain things, what the consequences are is that they could get hurt.
Ele se deu conta que a partir daí ele poderia ir na casa dos amigos, dos primos, ter uma vida livre, viajar, né, com a turma da escola.
I don't want him to sit at home like my brother did. I want him to be able to not have to sit in the window and look outside at the other kids as they play. I want my son to be able to play.
E o pediatra e também o médico geneticista falou, não, tem tratamento. Essas palavras nos deram esperança. Levamos para o centro de tratamento, fez o fator, melhorou.
The first time I had to put the needle into him it was an awful feeling, but I knew he was going to get prophylactic treatment.
Foi uma emoção muito grande. Percebemos que a gente estava fazendo a coisa certa, que era possível viver bem com a hemofilia e se comprometer, né, com o autocuidado, desde criança.
I realize times have changed. Treatment has changed. It's not like it was back in 1965 when my brother was born. My brother was walking with a cane at 9. My son is 9 and he rides a bike.
Christian, ele fez o tratamento adequado, se responsabilizou, embora em alguns momentos não quisesse fazer e explicando ele fez.
It's very important that Jonas stays on his treatment regimen to deal with the day-to-day issues, to make it part of the routine. If you get your son involved, then it makes it easier because then he can see what it takes to get his infusion together.
When we was first diagnosed, it almost felt like we was the only ones, and then you find you're not the only ones. I know it's so hard and stressful, but there is help and there is support there for people not to really suffer alone.
Your child does not have to live in a bubble. They don't have to be watching from a window and watch other kids play.
É ver que que hoje, além de tudo, casado, feliz, com sua esposa, né? E tendo um filho, agora coroou.
I am so glad Jonas is here. Things could have turned out differently. I'm glad. I am.
Our life's very, very happy, very loving. Haemophilia is there. It's always going to be there. I do sometimes worry about it, but that's just being a mum.